Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, definitely again, please like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate all the support. So let's get started. It was a crazy day in the markets, and yeah, all the indices finished lower. What? Stocks went down? Huh? What? I thought stocks only go up. Well, apparently not. So the markets were down today. I mean, the S&P 500 down 5 points, Dow 22. The Nasdaq was flat. The Nasdaq actually almost closed at a record high, but then at the end of the day faded away, so it was down 9 points. The biggest loser was the Russell, which was down 13 points. But again, nothing major. I don't know if the markets are just waiting for tomorrow to be reassured by the Fed that the money printer will not stop. Probably. So yeah, usually markets fade and then they'll rally up into the Fed rate decision and basically the FOMC meeting tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, likely it's going to be the same thing. Jay Powell's going to come out and say interest rates are going to be a rock bottom for a long time, or in my opinion, forever. And then, yeah, we'll keep buying asset purchases at the rate we're going. That's pretty much what's going to happen tomorrow. Barring any surprises, I'll keep you posted, but that's pretty much what's going to happen. So we're going to look at the bond market. Bonds were pretty flat today. Not going to see much action in the bond market until tomorrow after the Fed meets. So we'll start seeing if yields are going to go down, up, sideways, who knows. And let's look at the crypto markets. Not much going on in crypto. Seems like all these projects are all just stuck in a range. Bitcoin's in a range. Ethereum's in a range. Litecoin, Chainlink, all these guys are just in a range at this point. Except for Chainlink. Chainlink has had some big moves up and down, but overall, most of these cryptos are just stuck in a range. But in my opinion, I feel like right now these coins are consolidating and the next leg is going to be up. Could I be wrong? Yeah, probably. But I think the likely scenario is up. So, I mean, I've been saying cryptos are going to go up since Bitcoin was at like 16,000. So, that's when I was buying in at 16K. It's at 32. So, I guess I made a good investment so far. So, but yeah, the likely scenario, cryptocurrencies are going to go up, again, my opinion. And let's look at some earnings today. We had Microsoft that reported after the bell, and they had pretty good earnings. No shocker here. Microsoft, solid company, solid earnings, cash flow machine. They can't be stopped. They're in the enterprise game, dominating, kicking ass. There's nothing left to say about Microsoft. It is a great company. Are they boring? Yeah, it's boring, but solid company nonetheless. So we saw a big move in the after hours. So right now it closed around about 241 after hours, so almost up $9-10. So not a bad move for Microsoft. Now let's look at AMD. AMD had a big pop once some of the earnings reports started coming out, and then it like faded. Now it basically rallied back up and it's just flatlined as basically almost where it closed. So I mean, AMD's had an amazing run from last year to up to now. They've been dominating. I mean, they've been basically kicking Intel's ass in in almost everything. So this is actually a stock that I'm actually gonna start getting into. More so, just start doing some option spreads and start going in and on the long side of AMD, because I think moving forward, AMD still has a big market share and are going to be very well positioned moving forward, especially in the chip space. We had Texas Instruments also report. Didn't really go over all of their earnings too much, but I mean, when the earnings first came out, it rallied all the way up to 183 and just faded down. So there's something in that earnings report that people didn't like. But I mean, Texas Instruments is a pretty good company. I mean, if this stock drops 5-10%, I would probably buy that dip. So, I mean, we'll see how it opens up. I mean, usually the next day or two, you'll start seeing some analyst upgrades, and then the stock usually pops on those type of upgrade news. And then we're gonna also look at Starbucks was another one that had earnings. I did look over some of their earnings numbers. Yeah, it was a miss. So, I mean, Starbucks, yeah, I mean, they're in the consumer space. I mean, the economy's crap right now. So, I'm not surprised by some of their misses. I mean, Starbucks is still a solid company and they pay a solid dividend. So, I mean, if Starbucks drops 5-10%, 15%, yeah, I'd be interested in buying that dip as well. But we'll wait and see. And tomorrow, we have the big earnings. I mean, we have Apple, Tesla, and Facebook. So we're basically looking at almost $4 trillion worth of market cap. So the NASDAQ is going to move one way or the other tomorrow. Either very big up or very big down. I mean, I expect these companies to have pretty good earnings, and I'm waiting for that massive earnings miss. Like if Tesla's dropped 10-15%, I would be buying that dip. And same thing for Apple. If Apple's down 10-15%, I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, same goes for Facebook. If they're down 10-15%, yeah, these are solid companies. I mean, Tesla's a good company, but fundamentals-wise, I mean, the stock price is not moving on fundamentals, but it's more long-term. Plus, Tesla's always a momentum play. People are always going to pile into it. So if you see a 10-15% drop, you know the momentum buyers are going to start coming in and pushing that stock back up. And then last, before I head out today, so the short squeeze continues. The wild ride in Gamestop, it's insane. And I love it. And I love it for the mere fact that the retail investor is sticking it to the man. Yeah, I mean, right now the stock closed at $147, but after hours it moved up to $222, which is insane. So, I mean, if you're shorting GameStop or just shorting in general in this market, you got to be nuts. And especially if you're doing it outright with stock, you're nuts, because we're in this environment of crazy amount of liquidity. You have more retail investors than ever that are pumping money into this market. You have people that have like the stimulus check or that are just routinely investing. You know, people borrowing on margin. We've seen the margin debts at record highs. So, I mean, there is so much capital going into this market. You're going to get run over by the train. If you're going to short anything, I always say you short it with options. At least you have your defined risk and you can sleep at night. Because if you don't, and you get blown out of a short position, and let's say your limit order doesn't go through or whatever, you're in a heap of trouble. So it's not even worth it to go outright and short a stock. You're better off just literally doing it with options and have a peace of mind, knowing that, hey, the only thing I can lose is the premium I paid. So, yeah, the GameStop short squeeze is on full display. Even AMC after hours popped. I mean, AMC is now at $7. So the short squeeze is real. And if you're, again, shorting one of these high interest stocks, you need to close that position, because they're coming for you. And they're coming to take everything out of your bank account, basically. So, I mean, I looked at the option change for GameStop. It's so out of whack. It's insane. The option chain that you can get into, AMC, which I'll be getting into tomorrow on the long side, that would be my YOLO play. I'll just go ahead and just buy some calls and see what happens. Maybe the stock goes up to 100, maybe it goes to 0. I don't know. But I know whatever I spend on the calls, that's all I'm going to lose. And that's the benefits of using options to perform your trades. Yeah, so that's about it. Tomorrow, again, big earnings. I'll bring the results. It's going to be market moving, of course. Again, you have $3-4 trillion worth of market cap moving. So it's going to move up big or down big. Or earnings might just suck and everything just stays flat. Who knows? But yeah, again, thank you, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.